Without further ado, let's get started. I have been a video editing teacher for 8 years. My name is Xavier Felto. I'm videographer and motion designer. I have been working as a teacher at Superpub for 8 years. I'm going to show you how to get started in Adobe Premiere Pro. Just the basics on how to open the program. Whenever you open Adobe Premiere Pro, you have the Start screen. You should be introduced by the Start screen. Here you can see the recent file on the old project, but the most important things is this. Here you can create a new project, and when you click on the button, you have a new window. Here this is the name of the project and the location of the media files. To start with, we're going to import media files. You must have downloaded the media files before. Now you can write the name of the project. For me, I write Travel Movie. You can click on the footage folder or import the media one by one. Leave all other settings as defaults. And now click on the Create Project button. Then you press OK. And now you are in the application, and the first thing we can do here is choose and organize your workspace. It's very important to do that before editing. Here, this is my project window with media files. When you set to the view icon, you can see your media. It's really very convenient. Now we're going to create a sequence. You have a few ways to do it. The easiest way is to drag a media into the timeline here. In my project window, I can rename my sequence with the name of my project, and I can create a folder to put all my media files. Now we're going to start editing our video, and I'm going to show you the best way to do it. By going to the Media Files directory, you double-click on the media to open it in the source window. Now the method is very simple. It's all about making your in points and out points for each video. By slider with the cursor, I can find the right in point of my video. and I do the same for the out point. And now, just drag and drop your video into the timeline. The other method is to click on the inserted buttons where to overwrite. So that's the method. I'll do it again a second time so that you understand. I make my in and out point by clicking on the mark in and mark out curly braces, and then I drag and drop into the timeline. And if not, the second method is to use the inserts buttons or overwrite. I click on the insert button. But so I can also do overwrite with this button here. It is also important to understand the video tracks and the audio tracks, which allow you to target each media to the desired track. So you can see here you have above video tracks VIDÉO or V2 or V3, and on the bottom you have audio tracks A1 or A2 or A3. So that's how we do our editing. Step by step, we go from media to select the best moments and integrate them into the sequence. And now it's your turn. So I've just done a first cut. You can see that I started with aerial shots that allow me to highlight nature and show the environment. By pressing the spacebar, I can start playback. See also in slider here I can enlarge the window. Now I'm going to show you how to fade in. It's not complicated. Just go to the effects window and then to the fade folder. You can try the additive dissolve. Now we'll see how to add music. So the first thing to do is to import your music. You can take the music that I have made available to you. You can take it with you by double-clicking in the project window or by pressing File Import. And then you just have to drag and drop into the timeline. All you have to do is press the space bar to start playback. Good job! So now that I have a rough cut, we're just going to import the voiceover. To always import the same method, either you double-click in the project window or you do File Import and import the voiceover. Once imported, all you have to do is drag and drop into the sequence. As you can see, the voiceover was recorded with widely spaced takes, so you'll have to cut into the sound file to erase the blanks. Using the razor and selection tools, you can simply cut and move your elements. So now you need to have the voice and the music. To view, you always press the space bar. Now we're going to generate the subtitles from the voice. To do this, we need to go to the text window. It is from this window that we will be able to transcribe the voice. A transcript means that the voiceover will be transformed into a subtitle. Just click on the transcript button and artificial intelligence does the rest. Good job! What's great is that the text is synchronized. Now we're going to create the subtitles from the transcript. So it's very simple, just click on this button. That's done. Very simple. So now you should see that there's a new subtitle track. This track is editable like the other video tracks. You can trim, move and organize your subtitles at any time. Now it's up to you. You have to finish your edit. Once you've finished your edit and placed the subtitles in the right place, we'll be able to export the video. To export, go to the Export section and to the Media Files tab. Here you can write the name of the file of your export. This is where the file is going to be located on your computer. Then we choose the H.264 medium bitrate codec. Before you start rendering, make sure you have your entire movie with in and out points in the work area. Then click to Export button. In a future episode, we'll see how to export with Adobe Media Encoder. Thank you for watching.